It is go now. So, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another channel. I'm John, and I'm doing a live stream with a Manchester United supporter, and her name's Claire. Good evening to you, Claire.
Oh, good evening, John. How are you?
Yeah, I'm Caddy, not too bad. Just having a bit of problems going in a minute. Just trying to get it working, and I pressed the wrong button. So, thank God.
Technology, isn't it? Technology.
Let's go to technology. Just chuck away, man. Just have it easier, you know.
I know. Wow. This is the world we're living in now, though, isn't it? Everything's Zoom calls and streams and things, isn't it? It's the only way we can kind of see people anymore.
Yeah. There. It's just every year, every month, it's just something different all the time, and do you know what I mean? And man, I just hope so. So it's great to have you on me chat, Claire. You know what? If there's anyone to speak as, it'd be you, because for me, you're chatting about you're a super fan, and I've got to do many more of these. You know what I mean? But hey, you look a star.
Thank you. No, I'm honoured. I'm honoured you asked me on. So it's a pleasure to be on you.
Fantastic. Oh, bless you. So before I go any further, could you please like the video, and could you please subscribe to us as well, because at the minute in time, right, you guys, I cannot do this channel. I've got 240 subscribers at the moment in time, and I think I've got another 10 on the day, because what I've done, I went to work a day, so done deliveries, and I've got them on me chat. So yeah, hope they'll be listening later on. So there you go. So before I get cracking, I've got two quick messages there. Annie, hello. And Daily Football, and say hello, guys. Hello to you guys. How are you doing? Hope you're okay, and things are great. So let's crack on to all things Man United, as you're a fan. And
yes, proudly wearing the shirt.
Yay!
Has to be done.
Has to be done. Done, Pet. Good for you, man. So good. Come along. Right. First question I'm going to ask you: how long have you been supporting Man U for?
Oh, a very, very long time. Since I was 5 years old. So wow. I'm 33 now. So that is a long time. I remember being in primary school and very confidently and triumphantly saying in the schoolyard, "I'm a Man United fan."
Good for you. And you know what it is, right? It's not wrong supporting Man U. The fact is, people say, "Oh, they're arrogant club," and this sort of thing. Let's be real about it, right? They're your club, and Manchester United are a good team. They have won trophies. They won the lot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I wish Newcastle won the same as much as you. So even 5% of what you've won, and I'll be happy. I mean, trophies.
Your fans deserve it. Your fans deserve it.
We do. I mean, the fact of the matter is, we had a chance to win the title in 2001-2 season, and we were top of about 8 games again. We lost Gary Speed, and once he went, then it's game over, because he's always held up. He has some great players like Kieran Dyer, Clea Bellamy, Lauren Robert, Nobby Solano, Gary Speed, like I said, sort of thing, and so it's a shame we just did not do it. And it's just the way it goes. Football for us, you know what I mean? But the closest we did, we did 5th under Alan Pardew back in 2011-12 season, and he got us to 5th. And if only signed Papi Cisse in the summer, not in January, I reckon we would have been top 4. We would have gone Champions League, because his scores are simple.
Yeah, I think so.
I like
that. Definitely.
Class that. So
definitely him back now. So Joel Linton, take him now.
We're going to talk about that guy later on, but definitely talk to him later on. It's all about you, the Reds, the Red Devils, right? And so, can you remember the very first game you've been to as a Red?
First game I've been to, yes. Funnily enough, Ollie Solskjaer scored both goals that day.
Yes.
It was December the 23rd, 2000. Get that shirt out of my face. Oh, give me this one.
Hey, guys, respect.
all good banter, all good banter. So
that's what you need.
We were playing Ipswich Town. And Ipswich, you might think Ipswich Town, easy game, but they were third in the league at the time. We were top. It was absolutely freezing cold day. Like, I was frozen. 23rd of December, you can imagine, in Manchester, absolutely freezing. And we were in the Stretford End family stand. So beautiful view of the pitch, beautiful view behind the goal.
Oh, wow.
It was sensational. I went with my dad and my brother because we had a family friend whose sister was a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
So she wasn't going to that game. So we were like, yes, please have this. Can I have the ticket? So I was absolutely desperate to go. I was 13 then. And we won 2-0 that day, Ollie scoring both goals. So
and he's your that as well. And I think he's doing a wonderful job. And but then again, sort of thing, like, it's good to be a Red for you, sort of thing, and we have some great times with Alex Ferguson. He's been with you 27 and he retired in 2003. And when I heard the breaking news on Talk Sport, I can remember Ian Abrams breaking that news to say that Alex Ferguson retired in the season. That must have been a kick in the teeth for
God, it was. I remember it well. I was at work and someone told me, and I heard of people going home from work because they were so bereft that he was leaving. I just felt like crying. I just felt like having the rug pulled from underneath you, because I mean, he was a manager before I was born. 87 I was born, 86 he came in. He's the only manager I'd ever known. He's like a father to all of us, and just a real, a real stable in your life, a real sort of constant, and suddenly gone. And all the success that he's brought us, the values, the tradition, everything he carried on from Sir Matt Busby was just exceptional. There'll never be another manager like him. There won't.
For me, Claire, I mean, in my generation, this guy, I mean, you put Bobby Robson, but this guy, for me, is the best manager ever. And coming from a Newcastle fan, everyone else is going to be Alex Ferguson, because what he has done for this club, I mean, he could have got sacked in 1990. The fans wanted him out, right?
Yep.
And he's had a 4-year deal. Oh, look at this, he was the FA Cup. And if he didn't win the FA Cup back in 1990, game, by the way, he would have been sacked. But to be quite honest with you, I didn't think he was going to get sacked. They were never going to sack Fergie. There's absolutely no way, because the fact of the matter is, he brought the good players and he wanted to gel straight away. And then once you won that FA Cup, and then you won the UEFA Cup in 2001, then
the Cup Winners' Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That night against Barcelona.
Yes. Yeah. Was it Barcelona? Yeah, I think it might have been. I'm not sure who it was back in 1990. I know you won in 1991.
But 91 I was talking about,
I think it was Barcelona in 1991. You'd done it, didn't you? Won by goal at the nil.
Yeah.
That was
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes. Oh man, he's been linked to Newcastle as well.
I know. It's like you can only talk positively about him as a footballer. Like, as soon as his name comes up in managerial terms, suddenly it's met with that face, because I don't think he's what you need, to be honest.
Not to be fair. I mean, I could do it. I mean, I went on the show on Tuesday, and the guy called James Sharkey, who I speak to him like this, is like, he's a great Newcastle fan. He tells how like it is, and he said that he'll take Marquis all day over Reece, which I agree with. But for me,
in comparison,
he can be admirable. He's got that disciplinary as well, and that's what we lack at Newcastle. We're lacking discipline at the club. Steve Bruce has lost control of the players. He's lost the dressing room. Bobby, he lost the dressing room now before.
Yeah.
And, if you lose the dressing room, then the manager has to go. But Mike Cassidy today, all right, and according to reports, and said that he's going to let Steve Bruce carry on.
But where's the rationale behind that?
7 defeats, 2 draws.
Oh,
we haven't scored a goal in the last 13. Something like for the 13 hours of football. We've not scored a goal in 13 hours of football. Can you believe that?
That's terrible. That's just horrendous stat. But that says as much about the midfield, though, doesn't it? It says more about the midfield for me than it does about Callum Wilson, because he's getting no service, and you definitely need a couple of creative midfielders to come in.
I'll be saying that I was been saying that in January as well. Saying that in January. I mean, a couple months ago, we needed to play with legs, and we need players that just gonna break up the play. Isaac Hayden is fine. He's a good player. He breaks up the play in midfield, but he doesn't create. He does tackle well. He defends well, but he does not create, and that's what we need. We learn midfield, and someone's gonna put the killing ball. We're at the bottom of the table with 3 balls, 1 this season. That's not good enough. Look at the stats. Look at the stats, right? And any customer, please leave comments on 6 down below, see if I'm right. Okay. And it's just absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy there. So I've got Jay Welsh there. Hi, Jay. Pogba's on fire in a minute.
Yeah.
I agree. Still remember Papi Cisse against Chelsea.
Yeah, remember that?
That second goal, man, was absolute G. Absolute G. Really?
No opinions on this.
I know. and he said, any opinions on Bristol City 2 Man U 1 couple of seasons again? And that's in the FA and Carling Cup in the quarterfinals. I believe they got beat.
Yep, and we got beaten by the better side on the day. We got beaten by the better side.
City were brilliant that year. They
were up for it.
They were, I think, they dominated from minute 1 to minute 90.
They were. We were clueless. Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't do it at all. And then you got Annie as well. Well, there's a Bob Pearsley, 1 more trophies than Alex, I think. Wow. I'm not sure. But if Annie thinks so, I can't argue that. If she's right, she's right. I need to find out on that one, but she could be right there. So, wow. So go on to when Man U won their first title, and since 1966, and then he won in 1993, first time in 27 long.
Yeah.
Fergie,
incredible.
Giggs, Hughes. Oh my God.
The King,
Eric Cantona. My guy, Eric.
My guy as well. He was my favourite player growing up, by far.
I was going to ask you that because he's your favourite best player for your lot. And yeah, he only cost, what did he cost? 1 million or something like that, didn't he? He cost 1 million.
Something ridiculous like that, yeah. It was, I mean, it's just, you couldn't sign a shoe for that these days. Do you know what I mean? So, let alone sign a person. But yeah, I mean, like Bruno Fernandes reminds me so much of Cantona in the way that he's settled in, the way that he's come into the team, and he's come in as if he's been there all his life. You know, there was no settling in period for Bruno. He just came in and just stormed it. Assists and goals, more than a goal and assist per game. Yeah. Unbelievable stats. You know, he is got to be the best midfielder in the world right now, Bruno. And the same like Cantona's impact. No one had an impact like that before. He came in like the Messiah he is, and just did magical things on the pitch for us. Real leader, collar up, swagger. Yes. Had the talent to back up that swagger, though. That's the thing. And a real talisman. I mean, he had it all.
I could watch this guy all day long because this guy is absolute lit. He's an absolute G. And I tell you what, as well, if he carries on the way he is, I bet you Real Madrid I don't think Real Madrid can afford him. Real Madrid, they haven't got the money.
We better have a ridiculous price tag for him. You know, it better be something like 300 million or something we put on him.
I'd love to see Bruno Fernandes play for a top Italian club because he used to play in Italy, you know. He used to play because I love Serie A, I actually know, but
he did.
He played for 3 clubs, Savara, which I've never heard of, Udinese for 3 seasons, and he also played for Sampdoria for a season, and he moved back to Portugal. So he has played the Italian league for 5 seasons.
But that's good as well. It shows that he can play in all different leagues, and it shows that, you know, it's probably given him a lot of experience, great learning experience playing out in Italy. You know, they're very passionate about their football. So, you know, and I know you're a huge Serie A fan as well.
I am indeed. I mean, you know, I've been catching my lap, man, the Serie A sort of thing. So I have to watch a couple of games over the weekend. I missed the one between Juve and Napoli when Cristiano scored.
the record
against Napoli, and yeah, I'm pleased for him, man. I'm pleased for him, but Lionel Messi can still catch him up, mind. He could.
For me, though, Ronaldo's the GOAT. He's got everything, all round attributes. I'm so honored to say that I've seen him play in the flesh many times, and I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like him. And the thing is, what sets him apart from Messi is his leadership skills. You never see Ronaldo's head go down in a game. I've seen Messi's head go down in a game. I'm thinking about the Bayern Munich one last season. I mean, I know they got thrashed, so anyone's head would drop. But before it got so, devastating the scoreline, his head seemed to drop, and he wasn't making runs. He wasn't tracking back. He wasn't trying to muck in and trying to motivate the team. He's just quiet. Whereas Ronaldo, he's captain for Portugal. He has those incredible leadership skills. He inspires the players around him. He lifts them. He's always talking. He's always the first one putting in a shift,
Correct. I totally agree with that. He's a leader. He's a leadership, and he tracks back as well. And he plays for the team as well. This makes him one of the greatest strikers in the world. Me, I'm a Messi man. But Cristiano, I don't mind him at all. But I think he's wonderful. And I don't think there'll be another player like him.
No.
Or Messi ever again. I just cannot say. That's why they've been winning Ballon d'Ors each and every year between them for the last 10, 11 years. You know what I mean? But I want he's going to take that claim. But could be Neymar. You know what I mean? It could be Mbappe sort of thing.
Could be Rashford in the future.
Rashford in the future, yeah. You never know. And in the Italian, you got some cracking ones as well, sort of thing, but it's a hard one. I don't think it'd be Zlatan again, unfortunately, even though Zlatan's playing wonderful this season.
Oh, yeah. God, he just keeps going and going, doesn't he? And he matures like a fine wine. He just gets better with age.
Beautiful player, him. And he scored twice against Gallery the other week, sort of thing, won by 2-0, and they're in top. So they are intercepting players.
I'm still mad that Jose sold him.
And only 18. I know, you should have kept him, man. You should have kept him. But
I know he had that injury, but he was coming back, and I think he's shown what he can do going into America and going back to Serie A as well. He's shown his quality.
Class stats. I mean, 38 years old, coming on 39. I think I heard he may get another contract as well at the end of the season. Well, I hope he does. I think he will. Because got all the players playing Serie A now, and they're still strutting their stuff in the minute. They really, really are. And it's just one of those things there. So on to the 1999 Champions League final when you won the treble. Well, you won the treble, didn't you? You won the treble in the Premier League.
Yeah, sure did.
Wow. But when you played Bayern Munich, I thought they were absolutely, first off, I thought they were fantastic. But you came back into the game. But when you scored those last two goals in the 90th minute, just one for Jay. Andy Core, 7 million. I cried that deal at 2 and sold him.
Oh, I bet you did.
Absolute bargain for you lot,
I know, because didn't we give you Keith Gillespie for him?
He did. You gave us Gillespie for $1 million. I mean, we won't get no quarters until you give us Keith Gillespie, and he's done fantastic for us. He did brilliant under Kevin Keane. He was absolutely class. Do you know what I mean? But hey, absolutely amazing. First name, but listen, he said the best player to play for both clubs can only be Gabriel Overton or Dr. Spock, I'll call him.
Oh dear. Gosh, remember Overton. Oh dear. We had such high hopes for him as well.
I didn't. I never wanted him there. I never wanted him in Newcastle.
No, I'm not surprised you didn't want him after that.
You not give him a chance, I said to him, look, Gabriel Overton, he ain't that great. He ain't good enough for Newcastle. And we pay, what, 3 million for him? I thought we were absolutely mugged off. Well, I wouldn't say mugged off that day, but 3 million. £3 million at the time, so it's going to get us. But my God, he ain't that great. And then he played above Haytham Ben Arfa. Alan Pardew keeps picking him all the time over Ben Arfa. Do you know what I mean?
That was crazy. Ben Arfa was such a talent.
Ben Arfa had the talent. When he came to us, I thought, and when the feels good, I thought, yes, we was going to get him an half sort of thing, on the season long loan, and then we paid $1 million for the lad. But he has some great games, and sometimes he gets frustrated. But at the end of the day, when Ben Arthur and Pardy did not get on at all whatsoever. I can remember one year Alan Pardy done an interview when he was asked about Arthur, and Pardy gritted his teeth throughout that interview, and I noticed that straight away, and I thought, wow. But and I think to myself, you know what? I hope Ben Arthur stays in front of Pardy.
Yeah, I think he was more important to you, to be honest.
That goal against Bolton. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the best. That's one of the all-time greats. And Pardew did not give him praise.
I know you know something's going horribly wrong in their relationship when that happened. But you think he could at least suck it up and give him some praise for that performance.
Exactly, totally agree. But let's put it as a game over. I couldn't even lace Ben Arthur's boots. But there you go. but I think a great time to use for Man U when you won the treble back in '99.
Yeah.
When Ole scored that to win it, that. Oh my God. And he was an instant legend that time as well. The way when that goal went in, the whole of Manchester was an earthquake.
Yeah. Oh God. I was on another planet. I still get goosebumps. You only have to mention winning the treble and mention Ollie's goal, and I get goosebumps. Always do. It's just such a, I can't put it into words really how exhilarating that was, and just the whole emotion that I had when that goal went in. I mean, I jumped out of my seat. I was running around the room. I was absolutely just elated. And when we won at full time, I remember crying because I was so happy we'd won. But I was also sad because it was Schmeichel's last game for us.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he's not retiring, but he's moving on from United. And I was like, oh God, so many emotions. But yeah, it was a game, that we didn't play that well in that game. That's the thing. We just hung in there. And like the commentary was saying as well, isn't it, Clive Tilsley, Man United's going to score. We always score. And you just knew that we had something up our sleeve at the end of the game. 2 Beckham corners. Giggs's dodgy right foot, thank God, that had that pass in really inadvertently for Teddy Sheringham. And then the nod on from Schmeichel and the volley in from Ollie, just incredible. Best experience in football for me I've ever had. Just one of the best nights of my life.
Oh, bless you. I mean, it's done. You know what it is. I'm glad you won that game. I really did. It was great. But bad, I mean, I know people goes, hate United. Listen, I've got respect for your team. I've got respect for Man United. I really have. You've got some great players over the years. I think your fans are great. When you come to St. James's Park, so I think your fans are great as well. And a lot of people, I say United, but as a Newcastle fan, I get a lot of people saying that. Why do you call Newcastle United? I mean, some of our fans, I'm sorry, some of our fans can be a little bit deluded at this moment in time. They're great fans, but some of them, you do get man out saying, why do you say United? How weird, but it is what it is. It's just sometimes I do slip, sometimes I don't. So listen, end of the day, it's just me, and always going to be Newcastle. But if I'm going to say United, I'll say United. But I'll probably pick that. But who cares? But there you go. And
but I think between real United fans and real Newcastle fans, I think there's always been a respect between the two sets of fans for the fact that we're so passionate about our football club. It's in our blood. It's our football club is everything to us. Same for Newcastle fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to play. I would love to be in the top 4, top 5, challenging for players for Europe, sort of thing. Like, I want to see Newcastle in a position to play you guys where we can actually win, get in the top 4 or get into Europe or actually win the trophy, sort of thing, back for the trophy, But under Mike Ashley's leadership, that's not going to happen ever again, because Ashley's got no ambition whatsoever, right? There's no ambition at a club. You don't allow a world-class manager to walk away like Rafa Benitez.
I know, that was bad. That was bad.
He didn't want to, and then also as well, Steve Bruce has played. I'll come to Steve Bruce later on, sort of thing, but it's mainly United at the moment, so but it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? But for Man U, I mean, talk about Ferguson, like going back to Fergie sort of thing. Yeah, it's a kick in the teeth when he left. No one ain't going to replace him. It's not going to be the same, you know.
No.
But, or except for your Liverpool fans, they must be dancing in the streets. And even, you know what I mean?
I'm sure they were.
And you know, they're not going to win the league this season. I can tell that right away. I think you'll win the league this season. Let's be real. I said that from the beginning. People are laughing and say, "Oh, so you think that's going to win the league?" Am I mad? I said, "Well, no. I'm just being honest. I think that's going to win because I think they'll have to prove. I think they're going to do it for Ole this season." And talking of Ole, right? I mean, when he came in, I mean, for me, if I was a United fan, I'd say I'd be no surprise. But at the end of the day, I think Ole's doing good things for you. I think he's doing wonderful things here. And Jay here, Manchester from Claire. That's what.
That joke is it? Because I'm obviously not from Manchester.
Where are you from? Like
from Swansea.
Swansea. Oh, do you live? Yeah. Oh, do you live in Swansea, do you?
Yeah, I do.
I thought you lived in Stratford. I thought you lived in Stratford. You know, and Manchester. You know, because I said you're the Queen of Stratford, and oh my God.
I just thought you meant from going to the games. I'm the Queen of Stratford. I thought you meant because I go to the games.
Wow, that's what I'm That's what Queen of Stratford. Guess that's what you are, and I'm gonna call you that. You know what I mean?
I just thought you meant from being in the Stratford end, so I just thought, yeah, that makes sense. So I just went with it.
Oh, bless you! I didn't know that. I didn't know you.
No, it's fine. The thing is, as I say, yeah, you know, obviously, Man United got a global fan base, but like I said, I was a fan from 1992. That's before we even won the title. You know, it had been 26 years at that point. We didn't have much success at all. That wasn't what attracted me to my club. It was just we had a good Welsh connection at the time. We had Clayton Blackmore, Mark Hughes, Ryan Giggs. I remember Giggs's debut as well as a 17-year-old. And I don't know, no one in my family supported United. Nobody. I just watched us play one day and I just loved the style of football. I just loved how attacking we were and are, and just how the work ethic of the team as well, everything. And I just fell in love. And that's, you know, your club picks you at the end of the day. It's a real, you know, personal experience. And you what? Sorry.
Real buzz.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, if we got relegated if we got relegated several times, I would still be just as passionate about my team. You know, that's the thing. It's United for life.
You know, exactly. It's like me. We suffered 2 relegations as well at Newcastle under my right? And I was still a Newcastle fan. Do you know what I mean? But at the end, we've got the time. But if we get relegated this season, we're not going to get a cup again until the club is sold. There's no way.
Do you think you do back-to-back relegations? Do you think?
Do you know what it is? I will not pull it past it. I will not pull it past it, man, because we've got 12 players out of contracts at the end of the season, right? So I think they're going to go away. Plus, you got St. Maximin could be on his way. Isaac Hayden could be on his way. The Black could be on his way. We're going to end up having a skeleton team. And for a club that is size, for Newcastle United,
I know.
I'm not surprised.
It's a joke. That just shouldn't happen. I mean,
there you go. Cheers to Axe Game. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, bless him. But listen, he comes on my chat all the time, Jay. You know, he thinks he's my number 1 fan. He's the number 1 fan. Yay!
Oh, Jay.
But you're right. I mean, he can't for that club. It's like Man U, Spurs also getting relegated. Do you know what I mean? He can't have a club that size in Newcastle relegated. He can, but not twice. This could be the 3rd time, actually. His record as owner is absolutely shocking. It really, 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 really is.
It just seems like he doesn't care. It just seems... I don't know whether he buries his head in the sand to what's going on. I mean, he must be aware of the fans' discontent. You know, you don't have to go and talk sport to hear what the fans have to say, and what social media to hear what the buzz is about the place, and the atmosphere is terrible. Everyone's very, very despondent about things, and I just don't get why he's just doesn't seem to care. Like I said, Leopard never changed its spots, so he's carrying on like the way he's always been. And like you said, if you get relegated, that how much money are you going to lose out on? Pay Bruce off. That's so much easier.
Yeah.
And get another manager in. But, and for someone who seems to only care about money, he doesn't seem to have done the maths there, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't care. Or, I mean, I'm amazed at that sort of thing, right? I mean, I'm amazed because all he cares about, Clay, is the Sports Direct. He cares about Sports Direct. That's all he cares about. And if you put Steve Bruce, one of the managers there, he just do a job there, would they have kept in Sports Direct? Definitely not. Definitely not. But because of Newcastle, he doesn't care. He just said it there. He doesn't care about the club. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. He could be abroad. I think he's taking his eye off and concentrating on selling our club. Do you know what I mean? But you got to keep an eye on our performance as well, Right?
Oh, yeah.
And he's taking his eye off of that. And we've got a managing director called, chief exec called Lee Chandley, right? And he's off on a boy, would swear up to be the CEO. And we haven't heard a word from him. There's naught about him. He said to us in the summer, right, through his statements, pathetic statements, he turned around to us and said that they're going to communicate more with the fans. And we're talking about him now, not a ditty bud, not a jot of it. The guy is lying through his teeth. The guy...
There's no relationship between the club and the fans at the moment. There's no communication.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that the other day. Yeah.
Oh my God, I said that the other day. Oh man, I'm still telling me I said that, man. Listen, like, subscribe to me channel, drive a like up, give me a subscribe up as well, man, and also follow Claire on her Twitter feed as well. So, Joe Linton for Blythe Butcher, still a classic. You wouldn't get him whatsoever, But no way. He'd be better off getting a port fight from Blythe and heading back to Brazil. That's what he should be. Because give the lad away. Give the lad away. But go on, we're going to talk about Joe Linton. Why not? I mean, he's played and £40 million it cost us, sweet. Rafa Benitez did not want him at all whatsoever. He said he's only worth half the money. Mike Ashley told him, said, we're going to buy him whether you like it or not. Rafa didn't like it. So he walked away. And then they still bought him about it. Steve Bruce has come in.
Yeah.
What's the signing? And he said that Joe Linton is going to get fans off their seats. That's what he said. Right?
Oh, dear.
You know what? I'm stuck in my seat in a minute because I'm not seeing anything from this guy. And I'm getting a lot of stick on Twitter saying that I'm cussing him out, I'm calling him out because he's not being good enough. Yeah. And all you Joe Linton fans out there, keep picking up and saying there's going to be a player in there. I've not seen it.
No,
he's weak. He cannot shoot. He doesn't run. His first touch is shocking first touch as well for a big guy. Right. This player, I mean, we had 5 Brazilians at our club over the years. Maradinha, Casapa, he was awful. Fumaka only played 6 games. Who's another Brazilian we had as well? We'll come back to us in a minute. And this one's the worst of the lot. 40 million of the English money. And he cannot score goals. 3 goals in 55 league appearances.
It's like I was saying yesterday to you about the 40 million price tag. It's as if Bruce is playing him to justify the 40 million price tag. And that's the only reason why he's getting played. Instead of playing a player who's in form and is, playing blood, sweat and tears for the badge, and someone who's deserves to be in the team, he's picking him because it's like, well, we spent 40 million on him, so we've got to play him to justify it.
Yeah. Shocking. I mean, when he first played, when he played against Arsenal, right, on the first game, I thought to myself, right, I'm not going to lie, but I don't think this guy is not going to make it. I normally give players a chance. I think a judge can't, that sort of thing. I thought, this guy, I'm not going to be funny, but I just don't, he looks scared. I just don't.
He does, yeah.
And in the second game against Norwich last season, he just did not fancy it at all whatsoever. he was absolutely, he just didn't fancy it. But the third game against Spurs, he actually scored, and I thought it was going to be the first of many. But I'm afraid after that. So, not for me. Not for me. And I've got Jay on the chat as well. Hi, Jay. Joe Linton is the worst I have ever seen. Gonna agree with you, my lad.
One of the worst for sure. Oh, yeah.
He is. I'm not being funny, but he's just absolutely. And I'm not being funny, but whoever decided to get this guy should be arrested for the deception.
Was it a Sunderland scout undercover?
Yeah, a guy called Steve Nixon, right? But he should be charged for it as well. As well, you know.
Crimes against football.
I mean, Howe, man. I mean, any other club, he would have been sacked, honestly. But he's still at the club. But Mike Ashley only paid him pittance, sort of. He doesn't care. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Steve Bruce keeps playing this guy. He plays him on the left-hand side. He plays as a 10, and he plays off front. He's absolutely awful. But he used to play for Hoffenheim, right? Mm. He was Joe Linton's coach before he moved to Newcastle. He now manages Leipzig.
Oh, yeah.
Julian.
That's right. Yeah.
Julian Nagelsmann.
Bloody hell, isn't it? You expect better. Sorry to say bloody hell, yeah. But you'd expect better.
Oh, my God. I mean, if you could have learned from Nagelsmann, right?
Yeah.
Leave him. Well, he didn't leave him because he was gone anyway. He was still there. And then you go from Nagelsmann to Bruce. That's a bit of a banding.
Yeah.
And the guy is only, what, 33, 34, Nagelsmann? He's still a top-class coach.
Yeah.
He's going
to go far. He's going to go. He's already done wonders with Leipzig. And last season in the Champions League was incredible. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice to see so many exciting young coaches in Europe at the moment. Be interesting where Tuchel will go now. I wonder if he'll go to Chelsea if Lampard goes.
I don't think Nagelsmann will leave Leipzig. I don't think he'll leave Leipzig. He must know how Chelsea operates. Do you know what I mean? If he goes there and as young and he doesn't cut it and he gets a sack, that's going to be a blot against his record. So if I was Julian, I would just say stay at Leipzig and wait for the big one. Wait for Bayern Munich. I think he's waiting for the Bayern Munich job. That's what I think.
What about Tuchel, the ex-PSG manager? What do you think?
I think he's on the short list. His name's been mentioned for the Chelsea job. If that goes, and I feel sorry for Frankie now because he's gone out as legend. I think he's went there too early, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
About a derby for another season of derby, get them up, and then take on the Chelsea job. I think he's gone at the wrong time.
I agree. I think there's a good coach in there, but I think the job's just been too big for him.
At the minute, and that's a shame because. You know, I don't think there was a sign. You look at the players at Chelsea, he's badly let them down at the minute. You got Timo Werner. He's
shocking.
He was a finishing article there, but at Chelsea, everyone's going to be the real deal. Everyone says he's going to win Chelsea the league, and he's been poor.
Did Chelsea have a history of ruining strikers though, like Shevchenko and Fresco? This keeps happening.
Someone else had a poor season as well, and his name was Didier Drogba. He had a poor season his first season. He was diving over the pitch, but the second season, the guy took off. The guy is absolute G. Drogba, he was, oh man, I love watching him play.
He had a really complete game, didn't he? He had a brilliant complete game.
He scores
great in the air.
Oh, it's very classy. Strunks and knocks in his hold-up play is absolutely fantastic. And he cost £24 million from Marseille. That's a bargain.
Bargain. I remember when he kneed Vidic in the chin and knocked one of his teeth out.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Those two had amazing tussles though, because they were both hard as nails. But
strongness and knocks, man. And I tell you what, I'd rather have him now than Joe Linton.
Yeah, definitely. I think he could still do a job. Why not?
I mean, he'll be a leader if you leave 4 men. And I tell you what, he'll shake a few players up. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? But I'd love to do the job. I think he's class. But I think Lampard's going to be on his way. You just mentioned Tuchel as well. I think he's on the short list for the job.
Yeah.
And he'll probably come in and say, look, I'll come in, but you can't sack us until after 3 seasons. That's what he'll do, because he wants to be his own man. He wants to go in there. He's got to want a project as well.
Exactly.
He'd be interviewing Abramovich, not him, interviewing him. And he wants to know about it. But I got Jay again about Maradona. He used to play for Newcastle, former Brazilian international. He was a class act. At least he had some talent. I have to agree there. Because the guy, I don't know if you heard of Maradona, I thought he was classing.
I do remember him. Yeah, not greatly, but I do remember him. Yeah.
He was absolute classing. I was young.
You know, it used to be class for you though. Asprilla. I used to love Asprilla.
Oh man, class. No, not that. Nah, he's classing, man. That's really a lot of people.
That hat trick in the Champions League.
Yes, I can remember that, and I tell you what, that's a great moment in my career. I watched it all that again.
It's a great game. You were playing such exciting football then.
It was Aspida FC. I said at the time, Aspida. Oh man. Class funny that day. I mean, he turned the game.
Yeah, unplayable.
What a player him! But when he came to Newcastle, when he came to join Newcastle, he got off the airport, right? Newcastle airport, and it was absolutely full of snow. And he must be thinking, what the heck do I play to come and play like this?
What have I done?
Oh my God, man. But it's just, well, man, this is just absolutely fantastic, man. It's just, but he's done a job. He's done well for us, you know what I mean? And he's done what he's doing. And it definitely come back. And he's another one who's criticised Mike Ashley as well at some stage. And he's not very happy with the way things are at this moment in time. And, but he needs to be careful. But Ashley will ban him as well. But, you know what I mean? But talk about Ole, right? A coach manager, I'm going to say to him. I mean, I know fans want Ole in, Ole out, and the ones that want Ole out, I tell you what, they should get out as well.
Yeah,
because
Josie fanboys, go to Spurs.
Yes, go to Spurs. If you want to go,
yeah, go support Spurs.
Exactly. If I was a United fan, I'll be right behind Ole anyway. I mean, the fact is, they all want him out. They keep calling the school teacher. I listened to Simon Jordan.
PE teacher. How insulting. So harsh.
Simon Jordan. Yeah.
Disgusting, isn't it? Interesting with Top, though.
Hello? He called him a PE teacher. Right? Yeah. And also, he's been saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would never, ever win the title, not when you got Man City and Liverpool beating down your necks. Well, I tell you something, right? I mean, Simon Jordan decides opinions, right?
Yes, he does.
He does talk sense sometimes.
Yeah. I do like some of what he says, but that...
We got a guy on NUFC Matters called Steve Rear, right? And he's he's a podcast. It's a wonderful podcast. I mean, love the guy. Brilliant person, and he was on TalkSport, right, a couple of times, Simon Jordan tried to take him on, couldn't do it, and then he went on it the other day, right, where he was talking about the takeover, and then Simon Jordan interrupted him and said, blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the day, he tried to get a word in, but he can't get a word in when Simon Jordan's about. He kind of got absolutely ripped him apart the first round.
Good. Someone should put him in his place.
He did put him in his place at the end of the day. But the trouble is, we can't speak about Newcastle. You've got people like pundits. I don't know if you listen to pundits. Like Chris Sutton, Robbie Savage, Mark Lawson, right? Who else is there?
Jamie O'Hara as well.
Who?
Jamie O'Hara as well. He said some stuff too.
He's an absolute muppet. I'm sorry, but he's
left social media now, isn't he? Because of backlashes and everything.
Yeah. I heard that as well. He's an absolute muppet. Honestly, he is. He's a poor pundit. And I tell you what, right? I'm not being funny, but these lot are bigging them up, right? Saying they're doing a wonderful job. And I post on social media. I think it's today. Or was it today? Yeah, it must be today, right? That if Frank Lampard gets the sack, is Steve Bruce going to go on the short list?
Oh my God.
They all say he's doing a wonderful job at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Short list.
Yeah, exactly. Put your money where your mouth is, then, isn't it? If you're saying he's doing such a great job, then they should be saying, "Oh, he should get the Chelsea job." Then, if he's doing so brilliantly at Newcastle, but they won't, though. They won't talk about him in the same breath. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's some sort of agenda there towards Newcastle or what, but it's bizarre. I don't know why Bruce isn't coming in for more criticism.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but but the thing is, though, he got absolutely ripped apart. I mean, there's a lead writer at our local media, which I'll come on to in a second. I'm gonna say this as well. Liverpool has been poor so far, not great.
Yeah.
And Ole's doing okay. I think Ole's doing wonderful at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing brilliant.
His mate. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. He was not saying that wrong about Steve Bruce. Howie, man. Then you got Andy again. Sam was an average little brat. Thomas, hi Thomas. That's fine, mate. I mean, I know you got to work or whatever you got to do, have your tea, whatever. But it's great to see you on, Thomas. Hope you're okay, my friend. And I've got Andy again. Darren Brent is clueless.
Oh,
yeah. Backing up for his matey Bruce. And Darren Brent as well. Wow. But going on to one of our journalists, I'll go back to Ole in a minute, but one of our journalists called Lee Ryder for the Evening Chronicle, does Chief Sports Football Writer for Newcastle. We got beat up Brentford by goal and nil. And Lee Ryder asked him a legitimate question about, he said, Steve, see there? And then he asked a question, and then Steve Bruce gave him a one-word answer and said,
yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. And I thought, for me, the press officer got in.
Yeah.
Just, no more for Lee, someone else, please. And I'm thinking, wow, he can't be doing that, man. He can't be doing that.
Comes across really arrogant and dismissive.
And he interrupts an interviewer as well as he's speaking. Pressure's telling.
Well, I was going to say that is a telltale sign, isn't it? The pressure is really telling. Because I'd love to know what his plan is, if he has one at all, about where you're going to move forward now for the second half of the season. What is the plan? I mean, do you see any kind of formation of a plan coming from Bruce at all, or
not at all? Not at all. Not at all. Because the fact is, right? I mean, he had opportunities to change things up. He said on Friday last week before the Arsenal game, he said that he's going to do things his way, and he's going to throw the grenades as well. And the gloves are off. I'm sorry, the pants are doing it in a miss. The pants are well and truly down. You may as well say that, because on Monday, first half, you can't have an attacking lineup playing defensive.
It was mad. That was mad. That was mad. Like the Sheffield United game, I still can't get over that. Playing 5 at the back. I just don't understand it. I mean, against a team that rock bottom, they'd had 2 points. They hadn't won a game all season. And you go out there and think, right, we're going to be very solid at the back and very conservative and very defensive. Why? That was your game. That was your game to get a win, get a bit of confidence, have something to build on. And he threw that away. Ridiculous.
Shocking. Absolutely. He should have got sacked for that. I mean, like I said, you look at our team, there's the thing is, though, Claire, if you look at the team we've got some cracking players there. There's a DNA in that team, but there's absolutely no blueprint at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? And if you haven't got a blueprint for that team, we've got no plan A. We haven't got a plan B, let alone plan A.
Yeah. I mean, what is your distinctive style of football these days? I mean, what is it?
It's just boring, defensive, ultra defensive. I'm sorry. And what we do, right? We kick off feet, pass the ball to Darlow, and I think the guys who agree with us when I say this, Darlow, who's it up, right?
Yeah.
To find Callum Russell, Andy Carroll, whoever's playing up front. So and then you just bounce possession. So let's just surrender possession of the ball. We don't get more than 30% every game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, right, we just stand off. It's like Claire, it's like playing social distancing football.
Taking the rules too far, aren't they?
We don't tackle, we don't press, We don't do that. We just, at the end of the day, the way things are going on, our defenders, right?
Yeah.
Even our midfielders, we just go back and back and back, and ended up one day tread on Cardalo's toes, and that's what's going to happen soon. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
So far in the 6-yard box, you'd be on the line. To be honest, you just play there, just be on the line, just hanging out and chilling, and not really giving a shit. No. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have sworn.
Sorry. I've got some comments there, come down about. I know you got excited there, so am I. But Jay's said Bruce is huffy at times, and then also, and Bruce is also arrogant. Kind of uses management and says he knows what he's doing when he does. He goes, he comes down, I try, you know, and I hear that so many times, and it's just absolutely boring. And he says, Claire, that's not correct. They want to Bristol Rovers, classic Rovers. Fair enough. And Tom said, I had work. Yeah, it's fair enough, mate. I mean, I've been working 4:30 this afternoon, but I should have got finished at 3:30. But hopefully tomorrow I'll probably get a 3:30 finish, I hope. But there you go. But on to Bruce. I mean, he's also a puppet as well, and he wouldn't say anything bad to Ashley. That's why Ashley's giving him more time to turn it around. But how can you turn it around? I mean, Neil Harris got sacked today, lost 5 games straight.
Yeah.
From Cardiff, 5 games straight.
Right. Yeah.
And Mike Ashley just doesn't care. I mean, 7 defeats. It'll be 8 defeats and 2 draws by Saturday where you got Aston Villa, and that'll be a tough game, very tough game. You got Grealish playing fantastically well. You got Ross Barkley driving in the midfield. You got John McGinn, a Rolls Royce in the midfield, a Ghazi scoring goals, and the Villa back four looks quite solid for us. Do you know what I mean? But they got good players there. The midfield is going to be in. We have to take control of the midfield, but we can't because they got to get around the midfield because their midfield is right on our midfield.
Yeah, that's the thing. And at the very least, you want to see your midfield pressing. You want to see the effort, the work rate. But you're not getting it. And, you know, the players need to remember that they're playing for the badge and playing for the fans. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, I know obviously we can't have fans in the stadium at the moment, but fans pay their wages, you know? That's who you're playing for at the end of the day. So, you know, forget who's in charge, the manager, or, you know, if you don't feel like he's letting you play or anything like that, you've still at the very least got to put the work rate in. You've actually got to give it your all, you know, because you're playing for the fans.
Exactly. Play for the fans. Don't play for the manager. Do you know what I mean? Just go out there.
Pride
and fight. We need to, like I said, we've got no fight in this team.
Yeah.
We've got no passion in the team, no direction, no work rate, no hunger, not. And we've got fullbacks called Emil Kraft and Jamal Lewis, right? They are not good enough. I mean, Jamal Lewis is not, for me, on his defense, I don't think he's being coached properly. But Emil Kraft, I can't defend him at all. Should be Emil Crap, not Emil Kraft.
Last game, you were seething, weren't you? With the Arsenal game.
Even about Monday night, they saw the Swedish Cafu. The Swedish Cafu, you know what I mean?
That's sacrilege, that is. Cafu was exceptional. What a player.
Sure. So Milan and Roma. Oh, Milan is a legend. A legend. Absolutely world class. The way he makes those runs at right back, the overlapping.
Those runs.
I've got so direct. And he could defend as well. So he's no slack as well. I like him.
Oh, he had everything in his game.
Class that. And he played until he was 39, nearly 14, and he still had class in. Still had
amazing.
Class. Played every week. I got Amil Uda again. League tactic for Villa. Oh, yeah. Put Matty Longstaff on top of Andy Carroll and the goal line with at the back. I wouldn't be surprised if he played that way on Saturday. And going on to Neil Harris, he said deservedly sacked by Carlo as well. Five straight losses, or 5 loss straight, defeats straight, and that deserves a sack. Steve Bruce.
At least they responded. The board has responded, you know, which is more than Newcastle's board at the moment.
Bloody hopeless, Claire. Bloody hopeless. But and again, what can you do? But on all this sort of thing, Mike, your mate, can you win the league? Can he deliver the title this season?
Do you know what? It's the best chance we've had in years. The best chance. We're top of the league. We're halfway through the season. We're top of the league. It's exactly the perfect position we want to be in. We're in prime position to really fight it out till the end. I think it'll go to the wire. I think there'll be a few teams involved. I think City are going to push us all the way as well. I think Liverpool will be involved, definitely. I mean, my heart says yes, absolutely. Let's do this season. And my head even says that we, logically speaking, the stats are on our side for this season for what we've done. We've had the most shots on target of any Premier League team. We've been unbeaten away from home for a year. We've got 17 games, away games, unbeaten. So that's equaling the treble winning season. And we're on the longest unbeaten run out of all the Europe's top 5 leagues. So we're doing everything right. And we're not even in top form yet. We've still got Martial to come back into form and Mason Greenwood to come back into form. So when you consider that, we've got two, who are quality players to come back into form. There's so much more to come from us, and we're already top. So I'm saying, yeah, we'll go to the wire. We'll give it our absolute best shot, and hopefully it'll be enough.
I hope we do it. If Newcastle don't want to win, my choice would be Man United to win the title, because I've got to say that, because I think your fans deserve it. 8 years that's a long time for that club. You know what I mean? And
it is.
That should be at Old Trafford, man. You know what I mean? And it all depends if Cavani gets the goals and Bruno creates for him and get the goal, I guess that to us best. There'd be no stopping you guys. You know what I mean? Your defense is not the greatest. I'm not going to be wrong. I mean, Harry Maguire is going to be okay, but what you need, Claire, is a world-class defender.
Upamecano, I wish we signed.
Yeah, obviously you get him in the summer. I think he'll come. If you get him, I think he'll come. I mean, he's quick.
But as well, if we can keep Eric Bailly fit, what a player he is when he's fit. He's world class. He's got the speed. He's our most assertive defender. He'll put his head in where people are afraid to put their foot. And that's what we need. And he has real leadership skills at the back. And I think him and Maguire make the best partnership. But because he's been out injured for so long, we're having to bed him back in, so he can't play 3 times a week. We're having to sort of alternate with Lindelof. But I think if we can keep him fit for a sustained period, I think it'll be him and Maguire really being the partnership. And that's what we need. We need that speed at the back, and he's got it.
Wow. I mean, if you can get him fit, sort of thing, then like you said, I think he'd be a decent player. He's still young, and how old is he? 27, 28?
26, I thought, but yeah.
20, we'll say he's 26, 27 then, but he's still got done. And he came from
27,
Villarreal?
He
did, didn't he? In Spanish league, I think he's classing. When he's fit, he is on it. And Luke Shaw is getting better and better.
He's been brilliant. He's had a great past year, especially since the restart after COVID. He really started to come along. This is the player that we signed, the player that we wanted to see all along. The player that we saw before he had that horrific injury, which set him back for quite a while. But he got his bravery back, he got his speed back, and then it was just getting the consistency really. And I think Alex Tellez coming in has really pushed him, and they push each other. Luke Shaw was saying the other day that they're really supportive of each other in training and always pushing each other. And being happy for each other when they get picked and trying to, just spur each other on. And I think that's brilliant, because that's what he needs. Luke Shaw is someone who needs someone pushing him. He's that kind of player. And I think, to be honest, all elite players need that. You've got to have competition for places. You can't just have, it's not good enough to be like, well, here's your best 11. You're going to play every week. They're just going to start slacking off. They're not going to put in the same effort. They won't be the same drive, because they know their place is guaranteed. But with Tellez and Shaw, they're going to be obviously taking it in turns playing, and Shaw's crossing has improved massively since Tellez has come as well.
I've noticed. Yeah. And he gets forward a lot as well, and he's controlled
a lot more.
And he just gets better. I'm going to read just many messages. I'll come to your midfield in a second. So I'll go back to Anu said, deserved this at back card. I forgot that one. Kraft is intimidated by the halfway line, more like intimidated by banging on the other neat sort of thing, if I'm honest with you, for the first score. And Annie again, it's completely different situation, Newcastle and Cardiff. Thomas saying when we play Man U in February, I think you beat us 3-0. I think it'd be more than that if I'm honest with you.
I just hope we win.
And Daily Football TV, yo, how are you doing, my guy? I don't think personally Man U win the league, as they to rely on Bruno and Man City on a good run and will be top of the league if they win their game in hand.
Fight and talk.
And also, you got to play them as well, haven't you? You got to play them. You got to play them away, haven't you? Because you got a canny record at the Etihad, haven't you?
Well, so we won 3 times against them last season out of 4, so in 3 games. So that does give us a little bit of a mental advantage going into it. But
okay,
yeah, I mean, we know the state of play. If they win their game in hand, they go top. So it isn't completely in our hands. Obviously, we have to hope that they drop some points, but we can only focus on what we're doing, and we're doing the job at the moment. I said, Bruno and Rashford are responsible for 88% of our goals this season so far. So not just Bruno, Rashford is putting in a real shift as well. But yeah, I think there's still so much more to come from us when we get Mason playing like we know he can, Martial scoring more consistently. How many more goals will that guarantee us this season? It'll be it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a very close run thing. I think we'll still be there right at the end.
You deserve it, man. You deserve it, and I hope fingers crossed. You'll do it there. So
thank you.
And what about in your midfield? You've got Fred, Matic, Pogba. I mean, I want to talk about Fred. I mean, has he improved this season? I think he's
yes. He's been very underrated, really. But this season, yeah, he's really coming on leaps and bounds. Him and McTominay have a very good partnership when they play together as well. And they're preferred for a lot of the big games as well, those two. So, yeah, they do a great job together. And, yeah, Fred does a lot of the sort of dirty work, really, that doesn't get a lot of attention. He breaks up play really well, makes a lot of interceptions. He made the tackle and the pass on to Bruno for the assist for Cavani last night. So he really mucked in. He's not afraid to get stuck in, and that's what we want. We need a player like that in midfield.
Absolutely, and he's coming on in leaps and bounds as well. I mean, yeah, when he's on it, he's on it, and when he's not good, he's not very good. But he's on there, man, and I'm good for him. Tomlin coming on great. And
yeah, he's really coming into his own this season.
With the bases, I'll probably be fine. We haven't mentioned Matic. I mean, I heard that he is one of the best defensive midfielders in the country, I think.
Yeah. I think, he played the other day, and he was one of our best players in that match. He was fantastic. He's someone, again, who he pops up wherever you need him on the pitch. He pops up, and he's always there. He's fantastic. If there's a gap at the back, he's there covering. He's very valuable to us. I mean, I know he's getting on. It would be great if he was a bit younger. I think he'd play a lot more. But there's a definite rotation going on with Fred and McTominay and Matic. And I think it's good. I think it keeps Matic fresh. I think there was a time where he was overplayed quite a lot, and he couldn't really keep up the pace. But when he comes in now and again, he's really sharp and really looks the part.
Good for him. And I hope we hopefully get some more games to you guys soon. So on to your attacking midfielder, you got we know we keep talking about this guy Rashford or Rashad. So you love the guy. You love this guy, do you? I mean, you got Martial and you got your guy Bruno. Hey, so I think Rashford is going to come get Bella and Bella for me.
Yeah,
I think Martial needs to start scoring goals because that chance he had the other night, really hit the stride to keep on great. And Bruno, if he carries on the way he is, just keep on top of things and start keeping what he does. Okay, I didn't think that game was good on Sunday against Liverpool. I thought that's a poor game. And he said,
worn out.
And then you got Cavani as well, who I think for me is going to deliver you the Premier League for me.
He's fantastic, and he scores such important goals as well. And yesterday was just an example again of classic centre forward poacher goal. he was, he got himself in the right position. He knew he could see the picture forming, and he knew exactly where to be. Gambled on the goalkeeper dropping it, and just lethal in front of goal. He reminds me so much of Ollie, that kind of killer instinct in front of goal. He could have scored again afterwards. As a good save from the goalkeeper. Another, it's a great header from him. He's such an aerial threat for us as well. We cross so much more when he's playing because we know what he can deliver in the box.
Yes.
And I think Martial could learn a lot from him, from especially his heading, because Martial missed a couple of headers yesterday. Yeah, I think he could stand to learn quite a lot from Cavani. I think Cavani, though, like the way Zlatan helped Rashford when he came in, and I think Cavani can do the same for Rashford and Mason and Martial as well.
Yeah, the thing is as well, I mean, you're going on Martial, if you can get his finishing sorted out. When I first watched him in his first game, let's go when he turned it. I think it was against Arsenal. Was it against Arsenal?
That was Liverpool, his first game. He came off the bench, scored an exceptional goal.
Yeah, and I thought the guy was born. But he hasn't done many of those, though. That's the thing. He has done a lot of those since, but he just won them. I think he's got it. I think he's a good player. Like, I mean, I was disappointed when we lost to you guys 3-2 with 2 goals stopped in the first 10 minutes when Kennedy and Muto got the 2 goals. We should have been 4 up in that game. We should have been 4 goals up against you. So Joe had a flick over the top. He had another chance as well. The cross came in and they needed a top
like that.
We could have gone 4-0 up. 4-0 up. But you came back well. I'm not going to lie. You came back well. I thought we gave everything that game. Everything that game. I'm not going to criticise the lads, sort of thing. I just thought they were knackered at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Jose made 2 changes after 20 minutes.
Yes.
He did. And he did something quickly.
Yeah, well, that game aged me very no way.
For the rest of the season. You're welcome to come on the free. No.
We'll have him as a cook. He can be in the canteen as a cook.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I mean, I know where the best place for him to be at the minute. I think he'd be better off going on the beach in the Copacabana. Copacabana, that's it. He'd be better off doing that. No, I think he'd be better off being a male model instead of a footballer.
Fair enough. It could be a possible career change for him.
I think so. Because I think he'd be okay there, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's just not good enough for Newcastle United. He's not good enough. And you go to a relegation battle, it's him. He needs to sort himself out because we need fighters. We need fighters in there from minute 1 to minute 90. Someone's going to get stuck in. Someone who wants to play for the badge. Someone who really wants to keep the squad up. Even not being on your team sheets. No way.
Yeah. You need somebody you can rely on to get the goals when the going gets tough, and in those head-to-heads with the teams in and around where you are, you need somebody like him. You need somebody with quality that's gonna guarantee to put the ball in the net. But he's just not that, is he? He's just not someone you can rely on.
And it's just one of those things. I can't trust him, and we need goals, and that's the problem. He can't score goals. He's not reliable for me. He ain't good enough. I just say, you know what? I just say, rip up his contract and just let him go, because he ain't going to be any good to us for anyone at the club. Mike Cashie's told Steve Bruce he's got to play in every single game. He's got to play in every single games. That's the rumour. But you wouldn't told him to get lost. I would have done. I would say, look, I'm going to pick the team.
I'm the manager. Yeah.
I'll pick the team. You do the finance side. You do the money side. I do the team side. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be treated like a puppet. No way.
No.
But I just don't like it. So at the end of the day, I feel he's got to play him again on Saturday. If he does, then there's got to be serious questions asked about this lad, But I don't know what to say, man. But But yeah. So who you got on Saturday? You at home?
No, we got Liverpool in the FA Cup on Sunday.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant. I hope you beat them as well. I mean, just their contract £6 a week is scary. Wow. 60
Thank
grand
God that's not true. That's all I can say.
Go in the canteen. Yeah,
Yeah.
go in
the canteen. In the canteen. He can be a cook.
I'll cook. Or
yeah, be a good place for him.
A cup of candy fish. Do be a mere model there. And I in Brazil. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't do though. We're not going to get any players in January at all. Are you going to get anyone in January, or have you been linked to anyone, or
nothing not strongly linked to anybody at the moment? I'm not sure. Obviously Diallo's come now, which is brilliant. We signed him in August, but obviously he came in January. Got his work permit, so we're excited to see what he can do. So he's like a new signing, obviously. And he's been training with the first team as well. And there was there was some great footage of Bruno giving him lots of advice, which I love to see that. That's brilliant.
Strong person, a strong. Someone's giving him advice and help settle in. The language as well. They both speak Spanish as well, which I think is great. I think that guy's going to be a fantastic one.
Yeah, definitely. He's such a precocious talent. He's a good raw talent. Be great seeing, having another proper winger, really. Someone who can really, really run at people.
I know. It's just great. And, and I'd look forward to seeing this guy play when he comes on, sort of thing. So we try to get that defender as well, that Axel Tuazebe. But you're not gonna let him have it, no, are you?
No way. You can have Phil Jones, don't worry.
No, Jones. I want to take Jones, to be honest with you, Claire. Do you know what I mean? No, John.
Jones, you can enjoy seeing him in the treatment room all the time.
Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. I know, Joe. Let's talk about Joe Linton. You know what I mean? He's not happy with the abuse on this channel. Well, I tell you what, I can say to Joe Linton, so I didn't make him come on my channel. So if you're not happy on my channel, see you later. That's what I say to him. So
I think you should have him on as a guest.
I should do, should I? If you can speak the language. You still can't speak English, that's the thing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That would have been interesting.
It would have been interesting, you know what I mean? But Mario Guniak can speak English, perfect English as well. And Junino can speak perfect English as well. He used to play for the Boa, Brazilian. He can speak perfect English as well. So at the end of the day, just got latest scores. It's Liverpool 0, Burnley 0 after 44 minutes, by the way.
Right. Well, that's so far so good. That's decent so far.
We need, but at the end of the day, we can't let Burnley to him because they're close behind us. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But
obviously, I've got to hope Burnley win. Needless to say, but
well, I can't say too much because if we win that game, I think they go above us. If Burnley wins, I think they go above us.
But I think so, yeah.
And look at the games we've got. We've got to play Villa on Saturday. Wow. Phil Jones.
And that's it. You don't need to say anything else. Just Phil Jones says it all.
Yeah. Could say Tom Jones, please? Thank you. But, you know what I mean? But it's just great sort of thing. But I won't keep you too long, Clay, because I know you're quite busy. You're quite busy last, are you? To get that Phil Jones again, and then you got Jay going. I took Bindebas. I'm not going to say Bindebas. Meaning the Bindebas. Meanwhile, I get a lot of Man U followers as well, don't I? Get a lot of Man U followers. Yeah, they do. They do love us on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
they do love there. The good bunch are like Red Lady. I'd love to get Kim on my chat as well. I'm gonna try and get on my chat. A couple of Reds as well, sort of thing as well. I'd love to get Donna as well on my chat as well. And I'd love to get a few others as well who are Reds. So I've got one tomorrow night. I've got to do the press conference reaction as well for half an hour or so. What Steve is gonna have to say got to do a match preview as well. On me, I do that either tomorrow on Saturday, and a Villa fan wants to talk to us as well. So I'm busy. I'm very busy.
That's great though. It's so great that you got such a passion for your channel, and you're happy to go on other people's channels as well, and it's brilliant. I'm so glad it's taken off for you because you deserve it.
Oh, thank you very much, Claire. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I was hoping that if I said it all, I was the one person I really want to come on my channel is you, because
thank you.
You've got to be ready. You've got to be a regular. You have to be a regular. You have to.
Maybe I will be. Yeah, that would be great.
You know, and which would be great. And you've got that because it's just great. And Jay said, nice to see you, Claire. And
thank you. Same to you.
And if I was giving marks out of 10, I'll give you a 10 out of 10 straight up.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
You know what I mean? Because you know what it is. I mean, we need people like you. You know what I mean? You go see super fan, super positivity. You know, and that's what it's like. Well, I'll be the same as you. You know what I mean? But I can't say that in a minute because our club's going backwards in a minute. So much backwards.
Yeah. You need to get back to competing with us again and having our great battles, because we've had some great games down the years, and there was always a lot of Keno and Shearer in it going head to head.
Yeah, definitely. And crazy, man. But we need those games back. We need these 5-0s. We need those 5-0s back. We need these 4-3s back. We need those 3-2s back. You know, we see cracking games between both sides. You know, I mean, win, lose, or draw, as long as you give it a go. But you can't see
it was always attack against attack. That's what was so great about it. You know, it was just always an exciting match, and you never knew which way it was going to go. And it was just total passion as well. Total passion.
Exactly. Total passion and having fun, expressing ourselves, shows what we got. But now you get players like Newcastle now, they just don't want to express themselves. They don't want to play for Steve Bruce, and we can see that. I mean, in the press conference last week, he said that the players are friggin' rubbish. That's what he said. Yeah, friggin' right. That's what he said in the press conference. Right. How do you think the players are going to feel about that?
I know. That's God. What was he hoping would come from that?
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
God, that's not how to motivate anyone, is it? It's not going to help.
No, the players don't. The players were reading that and thinking, you know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I really don't, because it's just absolutely crazy. And I just think it's going to get worse for it. It gets better for us, Claire. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, it's going to get another tanking. We lost Sheffield one night. We lost to Arsenal. We're going to get on Saturday against Villa. We got Leeds at home. We got Everton away. But Steve Bruce should be sat after the Everton game. If not before that, because we lose heavily on Saturday. He's done.
Yeah.
I've always said that, and Scraps. He's done. And
so who would you like to come in then as your manager if you could choose?
My choice would be Nigel Pearson, because he will not take any crap from no one. Out to the end of the season, though, right? Just to take us over, because he nearly kept Watford up before he got the sack.
Shame on Watford sacking him as a joke. They deserve to get relegated.
I do as well. That's always been coming. You cannot change managers. Everything really, really nitty.
Yeah.
You get paid a price, and he just sacked the manager as well. That Ivic as well. After 5 or 6-7 games. So that's not a great start for Watford, isn't it? No.
They've had more managers than I've had hot dinners, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right. What's sacking them clubs? You know what I mean? But I just think it's wrong. That man, I can't have that. But he is absolutely awful, man. That is terrible, man. But you're right, and I'd take Pierce anytime, because you know what he can do. But I think we're going to end up getting Mark Hughes. I think we're going to end up getting him.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to go that way. Eddie Howe as well. He's a great manager. I like him a lot.
I'd take him anytime. I'd take him all day long. I mean, he's hungry. He's ambitious. But unfortunately, actually does do ambitious sort of thing. Like, you know, that's why I'm not going to get him, because Eddie Howe got a project on his own. He wants to bring the players that he wants, and he wants to become manager, not head coach. He wants to be titled as manager, not head coach. Do you know what I mean? That go against him. But, you know, you've got some good managers out there. Like, I'll take Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
He's young. Stevie Cooper.
That's what you want, though. You want someone young, enthusiastic, got ideas, going places, ambition, passion. That's what you want. Someone who's got a clear style of football that they want to play. And someone who's going to bring the values back to Newcastle as well. You had such a very attacking history in your style of football, and it's just been decimated. I don't know what's happened down the years. It's just got worn down and worn down and worn down, and then you just become so defensive.
All the time. We had attacking football under Bob Robson, Kevin Keegan.
Yeah.
We played part of football under Pardew as well until he totally changed things up. And Mark Hughes does play attacking football as well if he gets the players that he wants. He's done it with Stoke. We have some good players there. Arnautovic, Bojan,
Shaqiri.
Who's that?
Shaqiri as well. He was great at Stoke, wasn't he?
As well, and always playing, scoring goals and having scores sort of fun. And then those players went away, and then it was left with no really. So that's why when we beat them a couple of seasons ago, when Perez scored that goal, then he got sacked off that. And it's a shame because, but when I take him, if I'm going to take Mark Hughes, if it's going to be him, it has to be 10 of the season, no further.
Yeah.
Like Nigel Pearson. But like I said, I take young, like you said, you need younger managers, fresh ideas, like Steve Cooper for Swansea, Thomas Frank. I'd take one of them and give them a gun. Do you know what I mean? See what they'll do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure they'll do well. I think Thomas Frank could be a character. I think he'd be great for the club, Thomas Frank.
Yeah, you need somebody who the players will look up to as well, and the players will respect, and they'll want to play for, and they'll, someone that's going to really motivate the players to give it their best.
I agree with you. Give it a great man. But it's just one of those things, and you're right. I just think he's going to do great wherever he goes to next. I think he'll do great. He'll definitely get a Premier League team.
Yeah.
Right, shout out, dude. And I think he'll be going places. But again, I don't think Ashford will get him because they want Premier League experience. Yeah, that's what they're looking for. And they will not take on not under this regime. They will not do it.
No, that's a shame.
I mean, you look at Man U, you took it all. He is young. Was he 46? Hardly any. He had experience in Molde twice.
Yeah, he won title at Molde. He's won titles there. So, but yeah, didn't have a wide breadth of experience. He did manage our reserves for a while when he retired as player. But but we took I'd say we took a calculated risk with him. Like we saw what he had to offer, and we knew him really well from managing our reserves as well and being a player. And again, he had a real clear vision for the club.
Yeah, he did.
He's brought back the tradition of Man United. He's brought back the values that we've always had. Investing in the youth, bringing in young players, giving them a chance like Mason Greenwood. He's got us playing exciting attacking football again. He's getting us off our seats again, and we can actually look at the team and go, yes, this is a Man United team. He's brought the winning mentality this season, especially. We're so much stronger mentally now. When we go down in games now, our heads don't drop. We come back, and you still back us to come and win the game. Exactly. Especially away from home this season, we've gone down so many times and come back and won the game.
Yeah.
And it's that never say die spirit. That's what we're known for, and he's brought all those values back.
Exactly. That's what you've got, and you've done it so many times. But we ain't got that. How many times have we been a goal down this season, and we don't show it back? We don't fight back. It hits or dude. It's game over. Ask any Newcastle fans. It's game over because we got no leadership. We don't have players to say, "Howie, man, come on, keep your heads up. We can do this." There's no talkers. Jamal is just our captain. I don't hear him talk anymore. He used to. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Isaac Hayden, I love him so. He's a captain. He should be our captain, But there's no talking of that, and it's so frustrating because we need
soul destroying
pitch. I mean,
you probably do more talking at home watching, isn't it? At the
know.
moment, like
You know,
it should get you out there.
Imagine 0s out of 10, players 0s out of 10, 1s out of 10. On me last player ratings, I gave a few players 0 out of 10. I gave Emma Croft a 0. I gave Jamal Lewis a 0. I think I gave John a 0. No, they weren't not enough.
There's never an excuse for not giving 100%.
You're right.
Fact. No, there's never an excuse. You know, you might not be the best player in the world or whatever, but at least have the work ethic. At least put your heart and soul into it. You know, if you could see some fight, if you could see that the players are trying their best, then you wouldn't be so disgruntled, you know, and so disgusted with what's going on. You would actually be like, well, at least we're showing something, you know, they were trying. But when you're not even seeing that, I don't know how you must feel.
And for me as a fan, it's just so frustrated. And I got to do a watch-along game on Saturday against Villa. I'm gonna have to do that as well. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get some with us, and you know, if I can, I'll just do it myself. You know what I mean? And I feel I've done a good job there. You know, but it's nice to have someone chatting with you as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna watch along on Monday at Arsenal podcast, and oh my god, it cheered us up that year. But hey. Let me just comments quickly. No to Pearson Hughes. I'll say Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe's my pick too.
I'll pick Eddie Howe all day along me. And that will cost money. Ashley Warren Hartman and James Wells. Lesson 4 is a disgrace. And if you talk about lesson 4, we're talking about player ratings there. And you know what it is. It's a hard one to say, but we're not good enough. We're not good enough in the Premier League at all. I mean, we don't deserve Premier League if we're going to count on playing like this, you know.
Yeah, because the teams below you started to really fight back. And the thing is, if they're going to get better and you're going to get worse, it's just you're only going to go one way.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have to, you know, dig deep. And I don't know. It just seems like there needs to be a big overhaul at the club, to be honest.
Absolutely, from top to bottom, because you're good enough. I mean, the fact of the matter is, you mentioned there, the teams below us start catching us up. We got to play Brighton away, Burnley away, West Bromwich Albion away, Fulham away, and we got to play Sheffield United at home, right? So the 4 teams that below us, we got to play them away from home. Brighton's already beaten us. We beating Burnley, that's half the team. Yeah. Fulham should have won that game. We got a lucky penalty, which was never a penalty. Never a penalty. And Brighton tanked us by 3-0. And it could have been 6 if they put their chances away. But do you know what it is? I just think we're not good enough. I mean, the teams below us have more of a fight. They've got more fights. And that's that, really. And just too many, John, last few weeks. Too many underperforming. I think he's on about underperforming. Do you know what I mean? But I think he's right. But having said that, something ain't right there, and I fear the worst. We lose those teams below us, we're in trouble.
Yeah, you're done. I mean, at the very least, you have to beat the teams below you and in and around you. You know, if you're to stay up. But without fight, can't do anything. You know,
like we said, they have to show passion, hunger, desire, work rate. You know what I mean? You can't come in hiding, and it seems that they don't want to play for Steve Bruce. He's lost it, and he's lost control of it. And Ashley don't seem to care again.
Yeah. Oh, it's so frustrating. You know, he buries his head in the sand.
I know. He's got to listen to the fans. He's got to look at the score lines, look at the performances, look at the league tables. He's probably thinking that the teams below, right? The teams below ain't gonna catch us. That's what he's worried about. He's happy finishing 17th place.
Yeah.
Back the score.
And for Newcastle, that's a disgrace. You know, that shouldn't be your aim. Or, you know, we'll just narrowly stay up. No. You know, you should be a club of your size and with your fan base should be challenging in Europe. You know, you should be in like the top 6 challenging. That's where you should be for your profile, for, you know, for the fan base that you've got, that's the aim. That's where you should be aiming for. You shouldn't be aiming to just stay up narrowly and avoid relegation.
Exactly. It's just all about ambition. You have to have ambition as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely ambition. And unfortunately, you ain't got that at the club anymore. And it breaks me heart, Claire. It really breaks me heart.
I can totally understand that. I don't know how you must feel. Like, just, I can't imagine.
It's heartbreaking for that club to be where we are at this moment in time. And you shouldn't be aiming. I mean, Steve has come on when he took over the job. He said that he expect our team to play front foot football and aim for a top 10 finish every season at that club.
Yeah.
So it deserves to be up there. And then after the Brentford Man City game, he said that our remit is to stay in the Premier League. So he's saying one thing, and he's saying another thing, and he's treating us like idiots as well,
Yeah. It's insulting. It's insulting to the fans. It's it's disgraceful, really.
Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I don't get it, babe. I just don't get it at all. So it's sad. And I've got one here that one said, I missed that one. And Claire, do you fancy Hughes versus Liverpool at the weekend?
I do. I think going into every game, I fancy us. I think we've earned the right to be confident going into any game this season. It's going to be tough, and I think we're going to make a few changes as well. I think Bruno might get a rest this game, and Rashford might come back in. I think we needed to rest both of them, but we didn't want to rest them both in the same game. So that's why obviously Bruno played yesterday. But I can see him getting a rest on Sunday. But I don't know. I think if anything, the fact is the FA Cup, obviously it's a trophy, so we want to win it. But there's a lot less pressure than playing in the Premier League, and I think maybe we'll be a bit more adventurous in that game than we were last weekend against them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, last weekend we should have won. The two shots at the end with Pogba and Bruno. Yeah, Pogba and Bruno's chance as well from close range. We could have ended up winning 2-0. And we weren't at our best in that game. So if we can just raise our level a bit, then I think we got a great chance. I do.
I think you'll beat them. I really do, because I think Liverpool's struggling in the minute sort of thing as well, and they're still 0-0, but they're struggling. And I think you need to win. I think you need to get Liverpool out of it. Like, if you're in the league, I think you're Man City. And I wouldn't write Leicester just yet. Leicester still in the pack as well.
Yeah.
Really well.
That game the other night. They did so well against Chelsea. They did really well. Very organised.
Yeah, they'll not get top 4 this season, Chelsea. They won't, because they got, like I said earlier, Timo Werner ain't good enough. Kai Havertz as well. Kai Havertz, I'm not telling you that, but he costs 88 million quid, right? And I'm not being funny. It's like buying a player from an academy.
Yeah.
But it's harsh. I'm not to be harsh on the kid, but he's a damn good player for us at Bayern Leverkusen. But maybe he needs a second season in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? I just think he's a good player, but for somehow I just don't know what happened to him. Do you know what I mean? But
I
got Jay going, Bruno's class that to John. We could have signed Bruno on a fee. Is that right? Well, I was trying to say it because Rafa Benitez wanted him as well. That was last season. I think that's the season when he left. And because they got a court case sort of thing, well, there's problems with the court case as well. I don't know if you heard it. It was involved in the court case. Then they pulled a plug on it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But anything touchy with Newcastle, they just pull out. They pull out.
No. God, huge regret there. Then
I just don't understand why. I just think at the end of the day, it's just I just don't get him at all, man. You know what? I just don't get it. And and I don't know what to say. It just doesn't get it at all. But it's so frustrating. But we as a fan deserve absolutely better. Do you know what I mean? And
because he's such loyal fans as well, and I think he plays on that, to be honest. I think because you're such loyal fans and you'll turn up and support your team, I think Ashley's like, well, no, the fans will keep coming. You know, when we're allowed back in the stadiums, obviously, and he probably thinks, oh, they'll keep buying the shirts, they'll keep turning up. So, you know, I think he's exploiting you there.
I know. He's turn up and turn up and turn it up, and that's what we do because we're too loyal. That's the problem, too loyal, and the money just goes in Ash's pockets all the time, and then all of a sudden, you know, that's what you're backing. That's what you're backing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. I've got this tweet up right earlier on this afternoon. I want your opinion on this one, Claire. Okay, it's just a quick one. Right? It says, according to like I said, I said earlier on, I don't know if you can see it. Mike Ashley will have to fork out seven-figure sum to release Bruce and his coaching staff, but deep down, he does not want to part company with a head coach. That has caused him no political issues. Can you imagine
that? No political issues. Yeah, that's what you look for in a manager, though, isn't it? To be football first. What on earth? Just because he hasn't caused him any of those kinds of problems doesn't mean that he's a worthy manager and deserves to stay. That's insane.
Absolutely hilarious, man.
I mean, that's an excuse, isn't it? That's clutching at straws.
Absolutely excuse, you know what I mean? But yeah. we got three players, right, at Newcastle, right? Christian Atsu, Henri Sauvé, and Arshad Lassar, right?
Yeah.
They were all, if memory serves us rightly, right? Sauvé, actually, they were all Rafa Benitez signings, right? And they all came for the championship, yeah? And then they're on 30, 40, I think they're on about 40 to 50,000 pounds a week, right? Between them, 150 grand, right? They haven't kicked a ball in anger this season, right? They haven't kicked a bar, right? Newcastle, right? Can't get into 25. But so 150 grand a week, right? So we're talking about 7 million a season between those three players, right? In wages, plus bonuses, right? And yet, Steve Ashley will not pay $1.5 million to Steve Bruce if they sacked him.
But he's happy to waste money on players that don't even get picked. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Seriously, man, £600,000 a week between those three players I've mentioned, and they're not even being offered on season-long loan. I mean, Owens as well was part of that part as well. He didn't get a bar for Sonar. But I'll tell you something that I think, man, I mean, that is disgraceful, man. Disgraceful, man.
Oh, I don't know. Does he have a brain? I don't know.
Unbelievable. I don't know what to say, but I just don't get it at all. I should have posted that on the tweet earlier. And you know what? I just think that's shocking. I think, to me, it's just a stupid transfer policy they're doing. Get them on a long contract, a 5-6 year contract, sweet. The next one's going to be Joe Linton, right? You watch. We get relegated. It's actually going to come out and say, look, Joe Linton does want to leave Newcastle. He's happy to stay and try and get us back out. You know what he's going to say? Because it's 9,000 reasons why he wants to stay. You tell me, Chemical's going to pay for that. And if you get them on loan, right, they expect us to foot the bill now.
Yeah.
Wow. But what a mess. How on earth did they get that Joe Linton through? I said earlier that sort of thing with Joe Linton, right? I'm not being funny, but that's whoever sanctioned that deal should be charged for the deception. I'm going to keep saying that and saying
crimes against football.
Say again?
Crimes against football.
Yes. Yeah. Charge him for deception. I do.
But what Mike Ashley said though about Bruce, it almost sounds like he's saying that Bruce is a yes man to him.
He's an absolute puppet.
Yeah. Puppet. And he's basically saying that because he will go along with what Ashley wants. Ashley's going to keep him there. Egotistical, isn't he?
Totally agree. That's why. But what you got to realize, right? I don't know if you know this, right? And I think other fans will agree with us as well. He was 11th choice for the Newcastle job. 11th choice.
Yeah.
Apparently, he told Charnley, right? He said, "I take the job because he's so desperate for the job." I think he was on 3 million a season at Sheffield Wednesday. Now he's on 1 million. He was so desperate for that job, and he said before that the Newcastle job was not his dream to manage.
Changing his tune.
Dangerous tune.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer advised him and said, look, do not go to Newcastle, Steve. Do not go. You look at the mess. Do not go there because it is, you know what I mean? And he took no notice of the pundits, his mates. He just want that Newcastle job at all costs. And when he when he appointed that day, my heart, I had a broken heart.
Oh,
people come up to us and say, give him a chance, give him a chance, give him a chance. And I said, no, because he's going to ruin Newcastle. The first season, he was lucky because the teams below us didn't win their games. The second season, he's got found out. Well and truly found out.
Yeah. And he seems to be in over his head now.
Oh, I don't know what to say anymore with him. I really don't. Yes, I mean, if we get beat handily on Saturday, that should be it.
Yeah, I wonder what will happen. But Mike Ashley will probably come out in support again. Just seems to be what he's doing.
Yeah, he'll probably keep him there. He'll probably keep him there to the end of the season. And if that is the case, he might stay in the bottom three. But if he get relegated, he can certainly kiss his 350 million title up in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Not a championship club. But talking of that, the Saudis should be going up to Ashley and say, look, we ought to buy your club, but you got to do something with Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
It might be your club. We ought to buy that club, but you got to do something with Steve. Because if you don't, the chances are he's going to take you down and we will not buy that club off his 350
No, exactly. Million. They don't want to invest in a club that's going to get relegated. You know, they want to invest in an elite Premier League club.
They do. They could buy Leeds United. They could easily buy Leeds United tomorrow.
Yeah.
And turn them into super
places.
And but the FA, the Premier League, do not want Newcastle to be a powerhouse. They don't care. And like Jay said there, the club is poison. I agree with you. It's good that these podcasts, like mine's and Claire's, fans are fed up. And he was right. And he said, Villa, Leeds, Everton, how many points? Jay, I can tell you right away, we get 0.
You could be in trouble against Leeds again. You know, the last game against Leeds was bad enough. I mean, what's going to happen this time?
Well, it was 5-2, probably another 5-2 moment again. Probably a final moment. Because we cannot score, we cannot defend. I don't know what to say. Not good enough. And that's just the way it goes for me, you know what I mean? We just got a fan on Saturday. I mean, I'm going to make a prediction on your game. I'm going to say you're going to beat Liverpool by... I'm going to say you're going to beat them 2-1.
Yeah, that's my score as well. 2-1. I was saying earlier today, 2-1 is what I'm sticking with.
2-1. Fair enough. And the Newcastle against Villa?
3-1 Villa, sorry.
No, don't apologise. You got to be real with yourself. I'm going to say 3-0 Villa. I got the scores right. I said that we lose to Arsenal 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah. You did, didn't you? Yeah. And that's exactly what happened.
Or the easy and that sort of thing. But if they want to give us a tanking, they probably would. But if we've got to put something on Jack. You know what I mean? If we don't close him down, if we don't lay a glove on him, it'll take us apart. But it's not just him. You got other players as well. Ross Barkley, Garcia as well, and Ollie as well. Match winners all over the shop.
I know they've been a revelation this season. They've done such a great job.
And you know what it is, right? I mean, they Villa and then it were a goal away from getting relegated, right?
Yeah.
They stopped top for that draw, yeah. And then the following season, they have bought well. They decided to ensure it wouldn't happen again. Can you see Matt Ashley doing that? If he was stopped up, right? Let's get our teeth, right? Would you trust him to do something about it? I wouldn't.
God, no, definitely not. That's the thing. Villa were not content with just avoiding relegation last season. They were like, right, let's build, let's move forward, let's compete now in the Premier League. And like you said, they've invested well, and they're getting the best out of their better players as well, like Grealish. You know?
I know. It's just, I mean, that's what we got. We haven't got match winners. We've got no match winners at all. We're badly missing Alex Maximan, but at the end of the day, one player ain't going to make a team. It ain't going to save our season. Better players around him. And if you can cross the balls and blah, 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 But if you've got no one in the box, I'll give you an example. Against Leicester, DeAndre Leonard put 2 quality crossings. Yeah, the cross comes in. There's no one in the box.
So infuriating.
They just don't want to work.
Yeah, and like I said, there's no excuse for that. At the very least, work rate, putting a shift in is like, it should go without saying that players are doing that every game. That's the minimum requirement of what you expect as fans, and they're not even hitting that.
Exactly. Okay, it goes back to social distancing in football. And they don't care. I mean, the shirts, they're not getting the shirts sweaty at all whatsoever. No. And you know what I mean? You watch us on Saturday. If you get a chance to watch us on Saturday, right? I'm never going to do a watch along on Saturday, definitely, but
yeah,
but we've got to play you next month as well.
That's right.
So if you don't do a watch along together, I think if you got your dad as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I always watch games with my dad as well. Yeah, but I'm mental watching the game. So like I said, I'm singing the chants, I'm shouting, screaming, I'm in the TV celebrating practically. I just full of passion, me.
Good for you. Come along. Because you do it together, Man U Newcastle next month.
Well, I'll hopefully we'll be able to do that. That'd be great.
That'd be brilliant. I'll make sure of that. I mean, I'll get that booked in, babe. Do you know what I mean? I'm not getting no one else doing that. Definitely Man U Newcastle, and yeah, that'd be great. Do you know what I mean?
I'll keep the language under control.
Fair enough. I'm already doing there as well. I'm gonna do the team lineups as well in both teams, like somewhere like that. But obviously, I'll get it up as well. Like 2 pitches on the left hand side, the team lineups coming up as well. So, and that'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant if we did that together. That'd be amazing.
It'd be so much fun. Like just pure passion and just raw as it is.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jay, for the heads up.
he means that we're going to be absolutely slaughtered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a shame, that man. Oh man.
I watched your FA Cup game against Arsenal as well. Andy Carroll. I mean, God, how he didn't put one of those chances away.
I know. That would have won us the game. That would have won us.
She defended really well for most of the game, and
second half it was good, but once the first goal went in, it was game over. We don't come back from a goal, do we? Just haven't got head drops. No, I said that's those words again. I said it earlier on. There's DNA in our team, but there's no blueprint. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly, and it doesn't seem like there is any kind of it's not much tactics going on. So it's like the players don't even know what they're meant to be doing. No. Seems like it's a free for all.
It is. I mean, the fact is, apparently, we only train 3 days a week and not 6 days a week. So I was told. Now I don't know if it's true or not.
I hope that's not true.
If that is true, then I'm sorry. There's got to be some serious questions asking of that, because the players are having an easy ride. They're having it easy.
I mean, you're going to be in a relegation battle, so if anything, you want to be doing double training sessions to make sure that you're really well drilled and ready for that fight.
Yes, you're right, and we haven't got that fight. We're just weak. I think it's weak all over, apart from Darlow and Wilson. The rest of them, I mean, he hadn't turned a point, but the rest of them, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I really don't know anymore.
You need to get Shearer to go and give a team talk or something, or have a talk with your players, because he's somebody, who played with such passion for the badge and for the club, and he knows what it means to play for Newcastle and what it means to play for you fans. You need to get someone in to talk to the players, to remind them of the honour that it is to play for Newcastle and of what's expected of them, the standards,
Totally agree. But should that be Steve Bruce's job, though, to go out and say things like that? Because
exactly.
I don't think he says it. I don't think he says much. I mean, at the end of the day, if he says something, the players won't listen to him anyway, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But you're right, Steve, get someone in to come in. You know what I mean? If it's like Wimbledon, if you give us something like the old Wimbledon, right?
Yeah.
don't perform, you get Philly Jones and John Fashanu like coming in, right?
Absolutely.
And they don't have to manage them; they just give them a rocket.
Exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? That's what you want. That's what you need. It's like every time we sign a new player at United, so Bobby Charlton takes them down to the museum and shows them all the history of the club, tells them about the Busby Babes, tells them about the Munich air disaster, make sure that the players that come in know the history, especially the foreign players that may not know so much about the club. It's part of the course. He takes them down to the museum, gives them the tour, tells them everything they need to know about United and about our tradition and our history, so that it's ingrained into them straight away. Now, that's the kind of thing that should be happening at every club.
You're right. I totally agree, man. I totally agree. But they just don't do that. They don't do that. They don't seem to care. And good, Rafa Benitez would have done that. He would have done that. And you know what I mean? He gets us. He goes to the food mart. He goes to the food bank. And donates the money, right?
That's brilliant.
He goes to schools. He goes to colleges. He goes to the community. Yeah. The city.
Proper manager.
He loves that city, Rafa Benitez. He loves the city. You know what I mean? But I've got to say, John, when we ever going to score? I don't think he ever score against the next couple of games until he gets sacked. Bruce likes his days off. Why? Because he's too many, goes in Greg's too many times. John, he's super back time on Rief's channel. He said he doesn't rate Hayden. Listen, he does a job. He's a leadership. He's a good leader. You know, I do like him, but I think he's one of our better players, to be honest with you. So, I mean, but he just needs someone creative alongside him. So, yeah, that's an odd one, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to listen to that channel sometimes, either today or tomorrow sometimes, you know what I mean? Because Malcolm McDonald used to play for Newcastle as a legend. And basically, it's just I don't know, man. He just not like Julian at all, Malcolm McDonald. He does not like him at all whatsoever.
I blame him.
He goes on one. Malcolm McDonald is 71 now, and he still looks in fantastic shape. Fantastic shape. So, hi, Jordy. Hope you're okay, mate. Just in time. Is Julian worth 15 million? Well, listen, I said on another video the other night, I was asked the question, how much is he worth? And I said, he'd be lucky to get 15. 15, that's it. And then I'll just cross that scene. At least I say he's worth 50 million pounds. I meant to say zero, attention, zero. But I was too late. And I just caused up. So I lost the plot there. You know, when I mentioned 50 million pounds, I thought, no.
Everyone's coming for you.
Everyone's coming for us. Well, I'll wrap up in the next couple of minutes anyway, so I've got to be quick because they will come for us.
Run.
Run. So I knew I'd get away with it, but he caught us in the nick of time, so I could have won him anyway. But he went for nearly 2 hours in that.
Wow. Time's gone fast.
It has, hasn't it? It has. You know what? You're worth it, Claire. You're worth it.
Oh, thank you.
You know, and I hope your partner looks after you, man. I hope he does.
Yeah, he does. He's a good one.
Make sure he gets you married. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, too right.
Person too right. At the end of the day, I think you're married. I think you're lovely, Claire. You really are. And, you know, you're bastard red. And what can you do? Listen, I'm going to wrap it up if that's it because...
yeah, of course.
Because I've got to do something as well, and not online, but I've got to get prepared for the press conference action tomorrow. See what Bruce have to say, and that'd be interesting. I say he's going to call a load of crap anyway. It's always going to be the same. So I'm going to try this and that sort of thing, but I just hope that he concentrate on our team, not bigging up the oppositions as well. Do you know what I mean? Well, you will, but you use the marriage filler as well, so that's going to be tasty as well. He's going to get a lot out of that. And hopefully see what happens on that. And I'm going to do a match preview as well. And I've got to do an interview with someone tomorrow for that as well, because he wants to call me Channel. He better call me Channel. His name is Barry. Now he's got his wish.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and it's going to talk about histories and whatever sort of thing. So, yeah, bring it on, baby. And
brilliant. It's great that there's so much demand for your channel. You know, people are actually asking to come on. That's great.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I think that's great because they don't want to come on my channel. I just put them on. They don't want to talk to us that tune. Put us on. Do you know what I mean? So Jay wants to know who does Claire's partner support?
Unfortunately, he supports Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's surrounded by Man United fans at work. And his housemate's a Man United fan. I am. So I think he's trying to tell us something, really. I think secretly he wants to support Man United. He keeps surrounding himself with people that support United. So
wow.
I don't know.
You can't change United nowhere legally. Years a lot. It's not dropping Newcastle for Sunderland, you know what I mean? But nah, it is what it is. But you know, you stick to Leeds and you stick to your team there because
absolutely,
he deserves it.
He does give me some shit. Oh, sorry, he does give me some crap for supporting United, but he at least respects my passion and the fact that you know I'm in it for life. At the end of the day, my team are for life, and they're as important to me as my family. So that's how it is. And you take me on, you take my team on as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I've got massive respect for you, Claire. You've got so much respect for us, you know what I mean? I just think you're a star. Absolutely amazing. And you know, and
thank you. You are as well.
Oh, thank you. You got to make it a regular thing, man. You got to make it a regular thing, you know what I mean? And
yeah, oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? I think that'd be great. And make sure I get on for the Man U Newcastle game. We may do another chat before that as well. Would be great. And you know, I don't think I get you on. So I better get away. I'm gonna wrap this up. It's been on for nearly 2 hours. But all I say to you is I hope your team wins the league. I really do.
Me too. Oh, keeping everything crossed. Yeah.
I hope my team beats the Drew up. And
yes, I hope you stay up.
But and I've got another one as well before I wrap up. Well done, Claire.
Thank you, Jay.
And you know, I think all Newcastle I love you. So if I can get some more, if I hit a foul, so I could do like super chats as well, so I can get some more on there, sort of thing, which would be great. And Thomas says, great stream. Thanks so much, Thomas. I much appreciate that, guys. And like I'm gonna wrap it up. I could chat till 1 o'clock in the morning. I really could.
Me too. When it comes to United or football in general, I could just keep chatting.
I know you got to work tomorrow, haven't you? So
yes, sorry, Tori.
I've got to work as well, so I've got to be up at 5 o'clock. So I've got to be in for 6 because I've got to do like a mini run tomorrow. So I'll be doing that in a moment. So I had quite a lot of people watch this tonight. Like I feel like quite a few people watched us tonight, which is great. I'm going to see how many people actually viewed our channel on Elite, like, so it's going to be quite high. So especially as you support the Reds, so yes, it'd be fantastic. I'm definitely going out, and you know, and listen, it's been fantastic, Claire. It's been really nice chatting to you, babe. You know, and
thank you. It's been great being on. I'm honoured that you asked me. So.
Definitely, and you've got to do it again. As honor speaking to you. Is anything I really want to chat to is definitely Claire, because you are amazing. Thomas said good night. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks for coming on. And Jay, good night.
Good night, Jay. Good night, everyone.
I appreciate that. But listen, I'm definitely gonna do the Follow Fridays to you as well. I'm definitely gonna send you a message on Twitter before I get me way. Say thank you very much. And listen, it's been fantastic, and I'm so blessed. And
thank you. It's been great fun.
You too. And you have a fantastic evening, whatever you got left to use. It's been fantastic. It's been fun. And I should definitely speak to you soon.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, John. Thanks for a great evening.
You're welcome, dear. You take care now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I know. See ya. Ta-ra. Oh, that was Claire Williams. Thanks very much for Claire for coming on me chat. I think she's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Could you please follow her as well at Clara Dactyl? I'm going to put it on. It's on there. And it's going to be in the description as well. And listen, she's been amazing tonight, wasn't she, guys? And if you like my channel, could you please like and please subscribe as well? And then boost my channel. But until then, guys, it's been fantastic chatting to you. Have a good evening. You take care. Bye now. Night-night.